How's it? English. Welcome to Mongoose Next Hawaii. Going through the forest. The channel. It's Friday. My extreme chore day is now flippy flop, and it's all different, so it's all kind of different now. My mom is back from the rehab, and it's like, let's just say, extra care time. But it's Friday, and we're going to do Ghost Spectral Box. It's going to give us random words to complement whatever. So lots in the news. Obviously the big one is the Supreme Court thing. So they overturned affirmative action.
Courage,
did they?
after,
courage after
morning,
diamond, bone, promise. What else? Nothing. Hand. You had a hand in it, all right. Okay. Well, let's say, I think a lot of people might have this perspective that, well, it doesn't affect me, so I don't care. But no, everyone should care because it definitely affects America. And it's poor America. God bless it, it's crumbling. Yeah, they did it to the Jews first. Let's put it this way. The Jews got it first. Well, actually, see, from the Jewish culture, like the Jewish bomb, why don't you become a lawyer, a doctor, something? And in urban areas, the cities, they would be culturally pushed to achieve. So there's a lot of high achievers in certain areas. And when they went to the college thing, they were scoring high on the college, and then they went, no, wait, hey, we can't have that many Jews. Let's just tap that number down. So they artificially did it with that group. And then they thought, it sounds like a good idea. This is the other distinction. It might be a good idea, but in practice, application in practice, how is it working out? So they're thinking, well, this affirmative action, does it sounds good or what is it? It's like an odd name, affirmative action. They're taking affirmative action. That sounds good, right? What action are they taking? So in order to bolster the disparity among minority groups, especially African Americans, they're going, well, let's have a quota for the college acceptance leave. And when they started doing that, the colleges had to meet that quota. So it doesn't matter about your test scores, it's the quota. So they're going, yeah, this guy has test scores, this guy has test scores, yeah, but this guy's black, we've got to meet our quota. And so people were crying foul. I mean, it sounds good because, yeah, it's creating diversity and equal equity in the support. But then, hey, in practice, there's somebody in Austin, Texas, with the Texas University, Austin or something. One of them Texas things. But they were crying foul because they had good test scores and they weren't getting in the college and they were white. So like it's discriminating, it's reverse discrimination is what they're trying to say. And so how well of a application was that? So when you have affirmative action and they say, well, let's just wipe it down to the test scores again, it sounds like a good idea. Hey, if you got the scores, you're in. But applications to college are varied, so, it will take into consideration the person's background. But it's just so weird. When you wipe out and it's just test scores, then it goes back to being a biased system, and there's the added factor, I don't know how big of a factor, of the legacy. Oh, your daddy went to this school? Oh, you're a Kappa Alpha too? Kappa Epsilon, frickin'. And so when they wipe it out, it's back to the way it was, which wasn't good in application. I went to college lots of times. Yeah, that's why I don't like talking. You mean to speak me? Yeah, I went to college. Yeah. Because it's a bloated system. It's just, it's big money. Higher education is just big money. It's just high rollers. It's all freaking big money. It's crap. And if you're placed right after college, it's, you know, if you're not placed, all that money is gone. So they had the student loan forgiveness, and they're going to wipe that out too. So everyone's going to be broken. They're making a poor class because the rich want to get richer. You got to make the poor in order to make the rich richer. And it's screwing up the middle class, and it's screwing up America and the gay rights. You go, girl. They're gonna gut that thing too. So it's like, what minority, fringe, smaller groups can they buck out of their system? So it's the Supreme Court doing this last minute, 11th hour, kind of like, hey, what you gonna do about that now? And so the Supreme Court itself is becoming a political lawmaking entity. Supreme Court just may decide if it's constitutional or unconstitutional. They're not supposed to be involved with right-wing, left-wing politics, but so it is. I just think that David Bowie song, Young Americans, look at the young Americans, because they're going to have this generation of young Americans going, screw the system, because it's going to be against them. Because all these people doing this stuff, they're like, you know, Montalani Heights nursing home age, but they're senators and stuff, and they're powerful lobby, and the money is incredibly infatuated, and it's just corruption. Anyways, in the news, welcome to Hawaii. Look, the choo-choo train is ready to go. Oh boy, isn't that fun? Yeah. Take a look. Hey. Whoops. Look at that. I did it again. Why? There it is. Hopefully. Can you see that? Can you see that in the back? That's the choo-choo train. That's what it looks like. Don't step on the tracks. Is it electric? Oh. No, is it? I don't think so. Actually, I don't know. Is it electric? I can't remember. The train stopped at Kualakai. That's East Kapolei. That's all the way on the west coast. That's on the side of Pearl Harbor. And that's all she wrote. Oh, the domestic arrivals. Oh, the tourism going on. It makes news. Oh, there's a dip in tourism. Oh, and they always say, ready to roll. Like they're like rock and roll. Ready, rock and roll. Ready to roll. We're ready to roll. This guy does not have a happy face. They caught that one little picture. Put that picture in. And they're doing the Maori dance. And they're protesting. But can't cover everything, yeah? Just like these. Oh, look, in 1959. The first trans-Pacific telephone cable came ashore at Hanauma Bay. Wait, Hanauma. Never mind. Go away. Lanikai store. And there's much to go, but we gotta go. Cannot make too much time, but it's ready to roll, so there's a choo-choo train, right? Okay. Yeah. So 2 p.m. today, go get your holo pass and get on the train and go somewhere. And remember back in 1967, come on, 1967, this guy's like, hey, you know, I know your milk, what about my school for the milk? It costs much, increase to consumers, how about us? The little kid has a sign. And this lady's talking to the actual first governor of Hawaii, Governor Burns, in 1967. Governor John A. Burns talking to at the Iolani Pasa. Yeah, you better. I mean, this is like this is out of hand here. I mean, we're gonna call in the riot police, lady. Those sunglasses are very threatening to me. This is like, yeah, that's protest. That's peaceful protest. One kid with a sign. Okay, that was sort of fun, I guess. I don't know. And oh, your ladder is not necessary. It's unnecessary. Not necessary. It's unnecessary. Hey, I want the school too, you know. And this guy with the legacy admissions. So, oh, my daddy went to college, so I went to the same college.
It's like, I'm sorry, what, you black? You popolo? No, you can have the ladder.
No help for you. Oh, God. Let's look at this a little bit. The skyline useless for many who live away from line. As my family and I live on the leeward side, like by Kaneohe, I find it difficult to get excited about skyline, the train. Although my taxes help pay for it, since it doesn't circle the island, it does us no good at all. The irony is that when the Kohuku Sugar operated small gauge train, a train did go from the windward side to the leeward side. Those rails were removed years ago, frankly, because they're run in the 1800s. Frankly, I resent being forced to pay for something we'll never use. I'd feel differently if Skyline circled Oahu. Stephen W. Lombard, talking in Tutu voice Laie. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That was my idea too. They can't do it though. All the way around the island, it would be packed with tourists, non-stop, 24/7. One more. Ala Moana Park rules don't get enforced. I agree with Cheryl Ching's opinion on Ala Moana Regional Park. Ooh, a dirty, dangerous park. Ala Moana Park unsafe for families, June 27th. When I started coming to Hawaii back in the early 1980s, I always felt safe walking through the park any time of the day or evening. It was clean, people were nice, there was homeless people, but they kept to themselves and weren't a threat. It's so different now, and it's really heartbreaking. Whenever I take a walk, I'm looking over my shoulder, even in broad daylight. I'm not sure why they bother posting the signs with the park stating, and I paraphrase,
no dogs allowed, do not feed the birds, no alcohol allowed, do not feed the feral cats, etc., etc., do not, etc., and do not, etc.
They should just put up signs that read, no rules. What good are rules if they are not enforced? No one seems to care anymore about much of anything, either themselves or others. In my opinion, Hawaii is no longer accommodating. The aloha is gone. How sad is that? Melanie Evo Newick, Ala Moana. Oh, thank you, Melanie, for that dark view. Aloha might be gone for you, Melanie. Just find some aloha for you. And no, the park is terrible. And here's aloha. Hey, you get cut. Someone cuts you off in the freeway. In the shaka. That's what aloha's turned into. Anyways, that's it. Okay. Have a aloha to you. Aloha to you. Have a good day. It's a Friday, yeah? And not Aloha Friday, because that's at the end of the month. So, anyways, aloha to you too.